The red button says mute, so does that mean it's muted?
No, it blinks if it's mute. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the underground secret laboratory of the masterminds, the three ninjas extraordinaire. You have no idea who we are, and we like to keep it that way. Alright, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road and bring it to you. We're here, podcast episode 2. I got more of the crew together because this was kind of a monumental week that we've had. A big thing in the news with the election, and I'm just gonna stop with that word. All right, let's go.
That's all I gotta say.
Ha! Oh, you know what I gotta say? What is the deal with these crybabies and their fucking sit-ins?
Listen, I can't believe it. It's one of those things where my kid goes to school and then they have to have grief counseling for the kids that are crying at school because Hillary lost. It's like, what is... These guys are crying over it in, like, high school.
I had a high schooler who came in and was crying, like, what's wrong? There's not going to be any more Mexican food! There's not going to be any more Mexicans! Like, this is what they're hearing from their teachers.
Hey, right now, who was president when you were in high school? Go!
Who knows? Exactly. Listen, and it's one of those things where these kids are crying, and then it's like at universities they're having things where you can not take the day off from school and not take exams because you're so like emotionally,
because that's gonna prepare them for a real job. Totally. Like, it's so backwards, and especially like with the rioting and the protesting and stuff, and they're like, you know, I'm unhappy with the way things are, so I'm gonna burn down the city that I live in, and not to mention our city is like so democratic.
No, yeah, these are the same people that are saying if Trump loses, all his supporters are gonna riot and wreck the city. And it's like he wins, and it's all these motherfuckers who we're talking about. The other guys are rioting. They're the ones like, shut the fuck up.
This is the first election I've won since I've been on voting age.
Right? Yeah. And like we owe this one to ourselves.
It's 18 years.
Listen,
16 years. First one. I don't ever remember rioting, doing stuff. You just think, oh, great, now I got to work a little harder to pay for all those other assholes who aren't going to work hard.
Listen, no, people are coming in, they're so upset, and I'm like, hey, you don't have to be upset if you get on the winning team. It's like, what's up? Actually, don't say that, though.
Right.
No,
like, all the people that are like jumping ship saying they're going to move to Canada, it's like, if the Cubs fans did that, they wouldn't have this awesome win that they just had. And look at every Raiders fan ever, you know, like they're more loyal than like a lot of the Americans.
Well, guess what, motherfuckers? You wouldn't be able to get into Canada because they fucking have tight border security. So you wouldn't get in.
And we're getting that soon. It's coming soon.
Yeah, unless you show up with a six-pack. And they'll let you right in. Hoser.
I feel really bad for the guy that has the Hillary like bumper sticker, paid a lot of money, donated and all that stuff, maybe even whatever, and then he had his car like smashed. You know, you guys are like, what the hell? I'm on her side.
No way. I think it's actually better for those people to just leave it on there to kind of be like, hey. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what are you going to do? The person that you wanted to be president didn't get it. This is not new. I'm pretty sure when freaking George Washington was running, they're like, this fucking guy's got wooden teeth, you know, just chopping down trees. He's a fucking general. So what he sold, he sailed across the Potomac. Who gives a shit? No, they don't like anybody. Right. They didn't like Lincoln. He freed the slaves. They didn't like them all. None of them. Let's see, it says Grant was a drunk. No one liked any of the presidents. Right now, if those founding fathers were like nominees now, no Peter would be against Roosevelt as a fucking hunter. Right. They named teddy bears after him. You're not going to make anybody happy. I just think they weren't ready to have a woman in office, and they did not want another Clinton.
It had nothing to do with being a woman. It had to do with corruption and Clinton.
Right. I think it had everything to do with Obamacare. Like personally, like what everybody's basically the timing of that everybody's new premiums.
Oh, right when he comes out of office. Oh, they think that's an accident?
Yeah.
Hey everyone, goodbye.
We all know they're the spokespeople, but when they get nominated and they go in, they ain't making no fucking decisions.
No shit.
And all the stuff that Trump already said, I already seen that thing like, where he was against Obamacare, want to get rid of it. Now it's like some stuff with Obamacare is going to stay.
Right, they have to. They have to because no matter what, half the country hates you.
All I have to say is mark my words.
There would have been no riots if Hillary won.
No,
Just saying.
November
Not one.
12th. It's been a while since someone tried to assassinate a president.
Dude,
Just saying.
I know that is. I was thinking the same
So
thing.
who the
I was
fuck
thinking
is the
same thing.
VP?
Pence,
Right, Pence. Yeah.
who's way right wing, militant. Like people are afraid of Pence. Other people in the studio are like, Trump would be a good change, but Pence is a little crazy.
That's because he's Bible Belt. That's why. And if you took the religion out
Wow,
of Pence,
talk about the complete opposites
yeah.
between the.
But that
the
was balancing the ticket. That's why they chose him. Yeah. So everybody's afraid that nobody's gonna be able to kill their babies anymore if he goes in. So they're really afraid
They
of
got
that.
the dumbest things.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest things. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's why they legalized pot. Smoke a joint, chill out, calm down.
Totally. Which is why I don't believe in all this uprisings of like new racism that everybody's reporting. I was at the gas station pumping gas, somebody called me a nigger. Like I was at the grocery store and somebody's following me around and racial slurred at me, and they're all like, everybody's super
Who's
sensitive
saying
now.
that?
Yeah,
Shit,
and it's like
I got one person up here who's of an ethnicity who said she has seen 7 more Confederate flags since it was announced in this area.
But is it?
What?
But is
7
it
more.
7 more, or are you just privy
Now
to it
noticing,
now?
yeah,
Like, you know
just
what I
paying
mean?
attention to it.
That's what I'm saying. It's always been around.
Yeah.
I mean, 4th of July rolls around and freaking you see people with the General Lee cruising around town. That's, you see it. You see it.
But that flag also has different meanings for different folks. It's not necessarily a racist flag, although I get why people view it as such. But that wasn't the original. It was just from being the South, proud to be Southern.
Southern white person.
I'm thinking off the bat. If he really wants to get some jobs going down,
Some Leonard
Yeah,
Skinner.
that wall will
Sweet
be
home Alabama. That's
I say
Are you mad at me because I was born in Tennessee?
oh my! It explains so much.
I say if he wants to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, he can have a pathway to citizenship. All those illegal people start
Through
building
building the wall.
Build the wall.
Yeah.
I'll give you a job. Build the wall, and then we'll expedite your papers. Get on it.
Wait,
people.
that's racist in itself.
What?
Like,
Why?
listen, we're gonna need some supplies from Home Depot and those guys that are sitting on that curb.
Exactly.
You're gonna build it, and if you do a good job, they give you lunch.
I'm not feeding you lunch,
But I'll give you a green card.
because they all want lunch now.
No, okay, so check this out. I was talking to somebody from Mexico who's here legally working, and they were saying,
You found the only one?
yeah, well, they were saying, yeah, they pay like $4,000 or $5,000 in taxes like every month or whatever. It's something. They're legit.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. So check it out though. But she was telling me that she doesn't understand what the big all these Mexicans are coming out and anti-Trump for this reason and saying he's racist and stuff. When really, when they talk in Mexico, their southern border, they treat those immigrants like shit. Like we hate them. When all those people that are trying to come in from South America, going
Bolivia.
into fuck them, and we treat them worse than dog shit.
Every country has it. You know, some countries just won't let you in at all unless
Right.
they feel that you're going to contribute to society. Like you
Yeah.
know, they won't. Like you try to go to China, they'll dish your visa a few times.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? So. You know, it's just that the U.S. is a melting pot, you know, and all of a sudden I think Trump's message and where a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, were like, this guy wants to bring jobs back to America, do stuff like, for once, not to just sound super selfish, but let's work on us, you know, and I think
That's what I say. It's
people
like-
are ready for that.
No, it's like one of those things. It's like, motherfucker, why do I care about what the rest of the world thinks? You know what I mean? Like, let's fucking get strong. Let's be American. Let's fix everything here, and everything else will come. It's like, it's almost like you want everyone to like you. Like, you're the guy. Everyone.
From the big
I want,
hit.
Yeah,
You're
it's
the
like
guy
what
from the big hit.
yeah, like you want everyone to like you. Fuck that. It's like do what you need to do, and then the people that like you, and the people that don't. But it's like you can't just go around trying to fucking please
Well, the
everyone.
whole reason why we're even out there and everybody used to like us and want us and now they don't like us is because we were like really strong ourselves. The world got into some shit. We went and freaking solved everybody's problem. And now everybody's like,
But
yay!
this generation looks at it as we're
They
just
need clients.
putting our nose into other people's
No,
business.
dude, listen, you know what you gotta do, right? This is what America has to do. Make this military strong again. Go fuck up a few little countries, right? Just for fun, to let everyone know
Practice, yeah.
we're fucking back.
Just-
and it's like, we're back, motherfuckers.
Just drop some leaflets and be like, listen, you got 24 hours, we're gonna fuck this shit
Right.
up.
No,
You're fired!
We're coming for you, Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be perfect.
Perfect.
Let's unify unify Korea. If Trump can unify Korea and no president has,
That would be pretty awesome.
he'll put a Trump Plaza up and fucking Seoul. Be like, I got Seoul. No, seriously, we need to get rid of him. Kim Jong, the whole and the eternal, like everything.
No,
Yeah, but we gotta learn golf from him because apparently he got a hole-in-one on every hole on a PGA course. You hear that story?
No.
The great leader, hole-in-one on every hole.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
He's amazing.
The propaganda machine there is strong,
Tiger.
but I'm gonna say not as strong as ours. I think our propaganda machine is amazing because like people really think that it's like a movement and it's like 50% of the country like is racist and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, Jared, it's so stupid.
But it's not even close because
I just never ever remember another election where actually when I watched the like CNN and whatever,
You
they
call that
actually
bullshit?
said, can you tell us what went wrong? And the people were like, listen, it's just what they voted.
Right.
If it wasn't who you thought, you felt like it went wrong. Like people thought last time, people legitimately thought Romney was going to beat Obama, and he didn't.
Right.
And then you woke up the next day and you said, hey, this country is great enough where we have to back it no matter what. Like this is our guy. You might not do whatever, but it doesn't. You don't cry over spilt milk. Fucking wipe it up, and let's just keep on going, right? And I think that's where. This society, it goes back to the whole thing. We got too politically correct for certain things, and we forgot about what makes the country great is we have the choice to try to vote somebody in. I personally don't think Trump's doing a double term.
Right.
So 4 years, and I could be wrong. We'll see, but I think we're going to have a chance
I got
to
a
vote
theory on
someone
that.
else's.
We can start taking bets and pools because I think Trump, on his own accord, his own whim, is going to come out on 4 years and just be like, I won, I did my thing. Because there is a big chance that he'll not win again, and Trump is only about winning. You notice like how good his attitude's been since he's won. Like he was like really abrasive the whole campaign, but now he's like super chill
because they had a meeting with him.
He
They're
got
like,
what he
listen,
wanted.
you keep doing this shit, someone's going to sniper you.
Yeah. But so I think he pulls
And
like
with your tan, you're freaking sticking out at night too. Like you're
orange is easy to hit at night. I think he pulls a Michael Phelps and says, "I'm going out on top, greatest ever," blah blah blah. And then the country is ready for a woman and all that other good stuff. And Ivanka is beautiful.
But listen,
and Ivanka,
Phelps came out of retirement to win some more medals. And what if Trump decides after 4 years?
well, if he was doing some good stuff, like if some change really happened, yeah, he could. But I'm saying, I'm just saying that I don't think. Yeah, I'm putting it out there, one term, and that's good enough for him. That's
who
what he
was the
wants.
last one-term president?
If I had Alexa
Dude,
here,
I'm
I would
not.
tell you.
Yeah, I'm not a history teacher.
No,
Carter?
He couldn't remember who was president when he was in high school.
Carter.
Yeah, like what?
Senior Bush was a one-term president.
The last rumor that I heard was it still could go to Hillary because officially the Electoral College has not cast its votes, which I don't understand why they bother even doing.
Listen, dude, it's one of those things where they're like, every vote counts, and they're like, they're picking the winner before like these other states come in. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess my motherfucking vote doesn't count without even saying who's gonna win, or without even taking like Michigan and Nevada or whatever.
But with
like,
those, they needed. What, 270
right.
votes, and whoever got it the first, now you can do the fucking recount, and
It's
maybe
not a recount. It's not a recount. So
But they didn't come in first. Just like every competition. Who's first? Who's fucking last? If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
But
you're fucking done.
according to the way it works, and
Right.
I believe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. The votes that were counted were the popular vote, and then according to the popular vote of your state, then your electoral college votes go to who the people pick.
Yeah,
but they're not bounded to agree with you. So even if California, when everybody said, like, the electoral college majority said Hillary, they could turn around and be like, nah, Trump. It's possible. So in this situation,
they're
saying
going to redo it.
no, of course not. But that's the rumor saying, like, if everybody's pissed off enough, if they protest hard enough, if they cry enough about it,
No, because the
electoral college could say we made a mistake.
Since when do we start rewarding crybabies? What the fuck?
Hey, what's global warming guy's name again?
Al Gore.
Yeah, when he tried that.
Invented the internet.
He tried that. When he was like, no, this is bullshit, I demand a recount, as a nominee. He tried that. He wasn't happy with the result. And he was you know what I mean? At that time, he was
close.
right when it happened, and they still wouldn't do it. Like,
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like let's say most states, it's like you win the state, you win all the electoral college votes for that state. But I want to say there's a couple states that do it differently, which is
which is like Florida, North Carolina.
That is like one of those like
Nebraska and New Hampshire.
Yeah, so that's already set up beforehand. So it's like those electoral college votes get split, and that's like a thing that's already there. I don't think you can after the fact be like, hey, we're gonna split our shit up now. It's like you gotta do that shit before. You know what I mean? Like that stuff's already settled in those states.
This is just like a fucking episode of The Office I watched last night. Where they were like, had a contest, they won it, and then they weren't happy, so they're like, hey, you guess what? This will decide. You pick an object, and if I can throw it over the fucking building, I win. So he's like, the shoe, fine. If I can throw the shoe over the building, we fucking win. And he did. And he's like, we're winners.
Dude, change the rules. I do that like if I'm in a bunch and I say, next game wins. You know what I mean? You be down by fucking 10-1, you're like, next, whoever wins this next game.
Winner takes all.
Yeah,
It ain't happening.
winner takes all. But I feel like they said Trump got more electoral college votes than any Republican of the past 30 years.
Right.
Hey,
So that's
another thing, though. Does Hillary even look healthy?
No,
Who thinks something's going to happen to her within the next 4 years, anyways, just health-wise?
That was her best speech. Though.
That was her best speech.
Or her conceding speech was by far the best.
Dude, how about these people who have been posting the naked pictures of Trump's wife? But like they're the same people who are like Trump's like against women and he's you know what I mean? But it's these motherfuckers are like, hey, he's so this, but then they're the ones putting up the naked pic. It's like, listen, you can't be going around saying he's all this and then do the same. Like, I mean, you can, but you look like an asshole.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
the
it's like-
hypocrisy thing is really what gets me the most about
we
the left.
finally got a hot first lady.
Yeah, what's wrong with it, right?
Totally.
And plus, she's like,
When was the
and
last
she's an-
time you ever
she's
saw?
an immigrant.
When
you
was
know?
the last time you ever saw first lady's tits?
Exactly, dude. And they're looking good.
Because you know.
The dream's alive and well.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's going back to like the news and stuff when they were like, wow, the undereducated white voter really came out for Trump. You know, it's like that's the most racist thing I've ever heard on live TV.
Listen, it almost makes being white racist and being American racist. It's like the way that the media just like covers it. It's like,
And aren't they not racist for just negating every minority that possibly voted for Trump?
Everyone knows you can't be racist towards white people.
Right.
Yeah,
That's not
listen,
how that works.
the Cubans in Florida friggin' voted for Trump, and it's because it's like they swim here, man. There's no wall they got to go over, so it's like for sure.
Yeah,
they're good.
They said they said a million African American voters that voted for Obama did not vote at all this time.
Because last time I think they just were seriously just trying to do it because of the fact that they could get the first
If half of them would have voted for Hillary, she would have won.
Right.
If half.
But
of them.
I just think it's how, in addition to just who was going to be president, some of the other things that are on the ballot that 20, 30 years ago were so important to keep off. Like, how if Nancy Reagan was alive right now, how would she actually feel the fact that they legalized marijuana when her whole big thing was say no to drugs?
But
But what I'm saying is, I know, and we're talking about pot. But still, I'm saying for 30 years, that all of a sudden, where that would have never happened.
for sure.
You know?
The whole legalizing, I was for the legalization of marijuana until I was on a trip one time at a place where they had
Like an acid
legalized
trip?
pot brownies. It was a different state where they had legalized brownies.
Different state of mind.
Me and my brother split one, and I have never been so messed up in my life. Split a brownie and was so jacked up that I couldn't get out of bed for the next day, do anything the next day. So there's no way of regulating how much of that shit gets into these brownies.
But maybe they're going to do it. Maybe they're going to do it just like
That
alcohol.
was in a state that has been legalized for over a year. Maybe they're going to do it when.
All right, so you're
Hey,
talking about
maybe you just gotta buy your stuff at a different place, man.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is maybe these dispensaries are going to end up being like liquor stores down the line.
Well, they need to
Because they're going to be like, you can go to the liquor store and you get a shot of tequila, or you can get light beer, or you
But
can
they,
get
but they
whatever
said
beer,
that's not
right?
happening until like I think they said 2018 or something.
Yeah.
They're just gonna-
That's where I think they need to step that up before they legalize it. How are they going to test when a driver's high?
Well, I think they're going to have to build. They're going to actually invent something.
No,
that's
I think it's already invented. It's already
Replicalized, that's
invented
gonna tell.
in Colorado.
I
they have
mean,
it.
more than just the eye check. You're going to be like blowing this. Okay.
Listen,
here,
I was listening on the radio. And because they were going over like legalization, legalizing marijuana, and then how they were going to check it. And this person called in and said they already have like this breathalyzer, and she was dead serious.
Called a bomb.
No, she was dead serious. She goes, the cops look for people driving slower, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like that's the funniest shit ever. They're targeting people that drive slower, and then they're fucking doing this marijuana test.
Well, if you're driving slow and you're bumping Bob Marley, you're gonna get a ticket.
And there's smoke coming out of your
Cheech and Chong style.
schnozzleberries. Smell like schnozzleberries.
He can't pull over.
You can't pull over.
He pulled over anymore.
As far as you can go.
I don't know. I'm for it. I say do it. Get the taxes. Like,
I was all for it till that experience.
It puts a lot of drug dealers out of business, which is awesome, so it's
But
like,
does it really though? Because if we're talking about
legitimizes them.
strands,
Legitimizes them.
Yeah.
whatever,
No,
it's
we're
not gonna
talking-
be there.
like, again, I'm talking about the Instagram generation and everybody's a lot of young kids who make a good living selling pot are pissed.
But
They're
just
pissed off.
like they
Yeah.
say, pot is a gateway drug. Now, is it going to be a gateway drug for dealers? So are they going to just change from pot and now go to other stuff?
Like bath salts, those are all the rage.
You know what I
Listen,
mean?
I
That's
looked that up. I was like,
Who smoked the first bath salt? That's what I want to know.
Bath salts.
Who the hell is in their tub, bored out of their mind, like, I've already read that shampoo bottle 30 times. I think I'll smoke this.
Hey, well, listen. I smoked a banana peel once.
I feel like anyone who's smoking pot, whether it's legal or illegal, is going to smoke pot anyways.
Right.
And then whoever goes from pot to the next
Something
thing
hard.
is going to do it anyways.
But I think,
Do you know what I mean?
but
Like,
I
I
think
don't
for
think-
sure the dealers are. This is going to be like New Jack City. A little bit. I think, because if you have supply and
Look at that,
demand,
Pookie.
supply and demand, and whatever's going on, and you want to still be a dealer, you're gonna find whatever else
mean,
you can
listen-
make more money. If you're losing money doing that,
And
I
if
would be
you-
more worried about like the FDA or whatever getting their hands on it and trying to hack pot and make like more special pot.
Well,
You know what
well,
I mean?
I heard that whole.
I think that's already going
I
on.
heard that whole
Stupid
synthetic
shit.
thing.
Yeah,
is
synthetic pot.
they're gonna outlaw that.
GMO
Like
pot.
it's gonna be legal to get real weed, and it's gonna be illegal now to get the synthetic stuff because that has more, cancer-causing agents. Blah blah blah.
Like when the Marlboro company starts making weed cigarettes, those are gonna be really bad for you. Versus,
I mean, the whole like gateway drug,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like most of these kids in high school and stuff, the drugs they're getting from their medicine
Prescription,
cabinet.
yep,
Yeah, so it's like
prescription
or their friends because they're on Ritalin or whatever those different
Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall. So it's like those are the drugs in high school that people are using. Like they're drinking, smoking pot, and using prescription drugs.
Right.
And then when they get into like college, that's where the cocaine and like different stuff comes in. So it's like that shit is like. It's already there, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like whether you legalize pot or not, it's like the medicine cabinet is there anyways,
Right.
and that's where they're getting a lot of their shit.
Right.
yes, you're not fixing it. There's no law in the books that fixes man's vices at all.
You just have to have stringent or more strict policies on the punishment. I mean, in Singapore,
Right.
you get caught with something that cane the shit out of you for 45 minutes. You're probably not smoking pot anymore.
But that one American will. the guy who didn't read the law book will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this thing. It was pretty funny as far as like laws that passed here, and it was like we're gonna let prisoners out early. We're gonna do an ammo ban, so you can't have weapons, and then we're
Okay,
legalizing.
so we're gonna let fucking criminals out and nothing to defend ourselves
Yeah.
except fucking samurai swords. It's gonna be like The Walking Dead in real life.
But you can give them a piece
Get a
of
tiger,
some weed.
you can have fucking exotic cat, but you can't have some fucking bullets.
Nope. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what we're
That's
doing
crazy.
right now.
Background check for ammunition. That's what passed. Like you have to go in and get full-on background check.
Well, listen, the whole thing, and I'm pro, the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. But what I'm saying is, similar to like a driver's license, when you have your driver's license, there's a fucking expiration date on there. Before your expiration date comes up, the DMV checks your record and how many times you've been pulled over, blah blah blah. Like this motherfucker might need to take the test again, right?
Yeah.
So when you get your license to carry and forever ammo, I mean, they should continuously do some things like, hey, let's bring that guy in here for a fucking face-to-face because he's posting some whacked-out pictures on fucking social media,
Right.
and he might be up to something.
Yeah.
It's that crazed look. Like, everyone always says the same thing. He was the quietest neighbor ever because he was playing in shit. Like, you know what I mean? So do it that way. Here's your license. It's good for 2 years, and we're gonna want to fucking see how you're doing.
Right.
You still got the same job. You're happy. You fucking lose a pet. You're in a relationship. You good with it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'd say yes.
I don't have to work for the federal government. Every time they throw a picture up of anybody, right away it's like, of course he's a fucking psycho. Look at his face. He doesn't blink. Right? He looks like a Furby. You didn't know shit was gonna happen, and then they come out and say the same. Well, he was kind of like on our watch list. Watch a little fucking closer.
Yeah.
You know, like I watch my 2-year-old when I know he's up to no good. Like, where the fuck you going right now? No cookies, buddy. You know, and you got this nut living in your neighborhood, and you're like, well,
We just
every couple of days we do a drive-by. No, bug his shit.
Yeah.
I give you permission.
on him.
Put a drone. Exactly. Track his ass.
That's right. I like it.
I do.
Track it.
Hey, precogs. We fucking need it. We need it. That and Skynet.
yeah, I'm all for Skynet. I feel
What? I was kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm saying like
Alexa
everybody
is
was.
close enough to Skynet for
Yeah.
me when you ask her a question.
I mean, pretty soon they're gonna have cars that drive themselves. You know, that's
I won't
all
be in 'em.
automated. You know, everybody's all worried about what Trump is gonna do, and it's like, fine, just program a computer to like weigh in options and be like, this is gonna be the best
I
scenario.
think it's coming, man. I think
Yeah.
it's coming. I think it's one of those things where
You don't think Trump's gonna have a problem and he's gonna just Google the answer real quick?
It's like it's
His
happening.
staff is.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It's already happening, dude.
Any top thing right now before we head out? This is good.
Yeah, one more speed round. Speed round. Talk about
Quick.
First,
First thing that comes to mind.
no.
Listen, no, I gotta go.
Wrap it up.
Good talk.
We're out.